So I'm sitting here watching thousands of Brazilians storm their capital and screaming about a stolen election. And I'm kind of like, I feel like I've seen this movie before. And then I remember, of course, we did it first. It's giving same but different. So let's run through some differences and similarities between the Brazilian and American insurrections. A lot of the images from January 8th bear a striking resemblance to what we saw back in 2021. A candidate who lost refusing to concede. The influence of one Steve Bannon. An aggrieved and not insignificant population taking matters into their own hands. Many of them are victims of concerted social media campaigns telling them that their election was stolen. And putting aside Brazil's history of political corruption, as far as we currently know, there was no funny business in their October election. And yet here we are. With former president and bad Trump impersonator Bolsonaro parroting the exact same talking points. Rigged, stolen, etc. And there's actually a name for this concept. It's called authoritarian learning. Once one coup is staged and executed, it's that much easier for the next one to just swipe their playbook and tweak it a little. But there are some key differences. QAnon crazies stormed our capital with the intention of stopping a key, but honestly kind of stupid, process, which is certifying an election. Trump was still in office then. That's not the case for Brazil. Progressive President Lula has been in power for a whole ass week, not to mention for the third time. Bolsonaro wasn't even in the country. He was wandering around a Florida Publix and is now in the hospital for like the 100th time. The power has very much already been handed over, babes. And Lula seems to be taking that power very seriously. Starting with reminding people of his own concessions after losses. And vowing quick consequences for anyone involved. Not to mention Brazil's Supreme Court has already removed a governor who seems to be implicated in the mess. Another key difference is law enforcement's reaction. More people have been detained in one day in Brazil than in the United States since January 6, 2021. But anyway, Biden and other leaders have already condemned the attack. We'll be keeping an eye and potentially taking some notes on how Brazil handles the aftermath of this situation. Any questions?